When I first started developing offices 20 years ago, people were already talking about the death of the office, that technology was going to mean that we no longer needed to go to the office. But it hasn't spelled the death of the office, and far from it. Some of the most technologically savvy organisations in the world make increasingly large commitments to office buildings, but they are much more selective about what they expect that offer to be, and moreover where they expect it to be. Occupiers on the whole are much more footloose, and what they're looking for is for a different experience for their staff. And so location is obviously important, but it doesn't need to be a flashy postcode location. It needs to be well connected to transport infrastructure, which has always been the case, but it also needs to offer something that their talent, that they're in a war to attract and retain. A place that is not only easy to get to if you're commuting, but actually if you don't want to commute, maybe there is affordable housing on the doorstep. I think the other big trend is co-working, and the attraction that having a co-working facility within a building has for occupiers, because it gives them flexibility. They can grow into that space if they very quickly need some additional space, and then they can shrink out of it when they no longer need it. But it also brings a different kind of workforce within the building, so there's just more talent in the building.
You and I are the freeholder of the old vinyl factory. We're the developer, so we bought this site in 2011. There are a few things that really attracted us to the site. One is the Crossrail station, so Hayes and Harlington station is a 5-minute walk from here. So the Elizabeth line, when it's up and running in about a year's time at this end, is going to take you to Bond Street in 21 minutes. So location was a big sort of tick. The other big thing here is the heritage and the history, going all the way back to sort of early 1900s when the gramophone company came over from America, started up their business here, and it's where then EMI and H&V established their headquarters and produced all the vinyl records that you would have seen in the sort of 60s and 70s. They were all pretty much produced here. We've got a 6-metre Nipper sculpture outside. It's going to form part of our final landscaping. So Nipper is his master's voice dog. We've got 4 gramophones outside, and they are huge. They're part of our public realm. We wanted to do something that people can enjoy and see, and is also something that links back to the history here. We've got 14 buildings on this site. Some of them are developed, some are still in planning for detailed design. It's a real mixed-use site, so we've got over 650 residential units, mix of people renting and to buy here. We've got around 600,000 square foot of office space across 3 buildings. One of them we're in now, so the record store is an 84,000 square foot office building. We've got a real mix of amenity, so shops, a gym, cinema, a music venue, a health centre and GP practice, and a school for 14 to 18-year-olds. So it's pretty much got everything that someone would need to live, work, play, shop, eat, spend any of their time in, and we think that was really important. I think when this project comes to an end and we've developed out all of the buildings, I really hope to see something that's alive through the day and the evening. So not people leaving at 6 o'clock, which they may do at a business park, but there's people living here, there's people going for a drink after work, there's people going to the gym in the middle of the day, there's the school with children pouring out, and we've started to see that, but when all the buildings are delivered, we're going to really get a feel for bringing back something really special to Hayes that was once here, was sort of the heart of Hayes. It got forgotten for so long, and it would be great to just see the buzz back.
So good design, flexibility, using our imagination wherever we can to think of the right response for that location, not taking a cookie cutter approach, and taking risks and being audacious where we can. Because I think if you're not taking risks, then you're not pushing yourself all the time to make sure that the next one is even better than the last one.